Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching yet another episode of Eric Lima's Shenanigans of 1977. It's Friday night, and you know what that means. It's time for the SmackDown NXT Level Up Event Center. And here's the man that lays all the SmackDown in the wrestling reports himself, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima's Shenanigans of 1977, episode 1185 of the show. What's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are having a very blessed day. It is the day after Groundhog Day. February 3rd, 2024, 12:30 p.m. What's going on, everybody? Let's talk about what happened last night at SmackDown. Now, there's a lot to break down, so to speak. Especially the last part of SmackDown. This is a huge deal. I know a lot of people, are not very happy about what has transpired. But if I can, I'll break it down for you. In fact, if I'm going to try to break that situation down to you, I can, and that's what I'm going to do. I don't pass judgment on situations like this. Yes, I feel bad for Cody, but don't worry. I think I can get this. I say, how do you feel bad for Cody winning a Rock shirt? Hey, listen, I'm a big fan of The Rock. Love his work, but I've always, I always said I've always respected all the talent in wrestling. That's why I don't pass judgment on talent, unless, I'm trying not to be a judgy person, and I think as a Christian, that's very important to know. That, the Bible says, judge not, you be judged, A lot of people judge me. Hey, can't help who I am, So, anyway, what's going on now? The Bloodline arrives at the arena, and so did Damage Control. A little bit more on those two situations. And Logan Paul comes out and he addresses the Birmingham crowd of what happened at the Royal Rumble. Kevin Owens comes out. He admits he was caught. But then Kevin Owens went one-on-one with Austin Theory. By the way, Corey Graves and Wade Barrett will be the new commentary team for SmackDown. And Corey Graves did a decent job. And I think listen, give him a little bit more time. Once he gets that momentum rolling, I think Corey Graves could be the next Gorilla Monsoon. I don't know. That's the thing. And I'm not going to judge on Corey Graves. Corey Graves is, like I say, he reminds me of a lot of Jesse Ventura with a humor likeness of a Bobby Brain Heenan and Jerry King Lawler all combined all roll into one. But now this is a big thing. Being a lead announcer, it's going to be a big step for him. He's going to have to step from those type of roles and try to get into a Gorilla Monsoon, Tony Schiavone type, or even get a little bit of a knowledge like Excalibur, So I give Corey Graves some time and not pass judgment on him. And it's one step to take. I think Kevin Owens went one-on-one with Austin Theory, and as you know, Logan Paul joined on commentary. Grayson Waller tried to get involved with Brass Knucks again. Kevin Owens took the Brass Knucks, punches Theory out with him, but this time he hides him. That's the thing. Kevin Owens admitted he made a mistake that cost him, and he gave the referee props for doing the job that he's supposed to do. And so Kevin Owens wins the match. Rhea Ripley does arrive on SmackDown. Now, there are three big signings in the women's division. All right. Now, obviously, last week we saw Elektra Lopez made quite the impact during the LWO Legado feud against and attacked Zelina Vega. She's officially part of the SmackDown roster, which I knew this was no surprise. And I think would be the LWO and LDF going forward. LDF is Legado del Fantasma, and it's going to be a real doozy on that one. So, and also Naomi making a return at the Royal Rumble has officially signed on with SmackDown, while Tiffany Stratton, that's right, moves up from the NXT roster to the main roster. She's on SmackDown as well. I know Michael Mabardier is not happy about that. Well, guess what? And that's what it is. So the women's division has been bolstered by three, and I think these three young ladies, Tiffany Stratton is a former NXT Women's Champion. So, and for her to make, and she can make a lot of enemies at this point in time here. So, and she already made one in Michin, Mia Yim, by slapping Michin across the face. In fact, Bianca Belair was the first one to take, and she ran off. Bianca Belair wants a piece of her, then Michin goes, no. I'll handle this. You just make the match, Nick. And so, So that's a huge, huge deal. Everybody else it was Bianca Belair, Shotzi, and Meechin were very happy for Naomi that she's back. So, like I said, the SmackDown Raw, the women's division has kicked up a notch, but it's going to kick it up real serious. I'll let you know about that. So Nick Aldis decides that Bianca Belair commercial break. After the commercial break, Bianca Belair talked to Nick Aldis about how to have her go about trying to go for the women's championship. Elimination Chamber coming up in about 3 weeks. And, 3 weeks from today is Elimination Chamber. Holy Christmas on that one. So you got that. So you got that situation. And then Logan Paul interrupts her, which Logan Paul complained to Nick Aldis, so what are you going to do about your town and everything else? And Bianca Belair, not very happy, Bianca Belair had the right to be angry. Legado del Fantasma did cut a promo, and they said their main mission is to destroy the LWO. In this case, Carlito, Joaquin Wild, Attila and Cruz del Toro. Now that La Madrina, Elektra Lopez joining up. And it seems like Zelina Vega tweeted out, it was Zelina Vega light version. But then Lola Vice chimed in and said, yeah, I've known this all along. She's a clout chaser. And I would not be surprised if Lola Vice joined, one of these days, Lola Vice could join up with Zelina Vega. And as like the female representatives of the LWO, and I can see them in a challenge for the women's tag team titles, now held by the Kabuki Warriors. So this gets more into when Lola Vice comments on what Lola Vice is in agreement with Zelina Vega, and I think like I said, for Lola Vice, I see a lot of Melina vibes coming out of her as far as the attitude wise, But her wrestling skills, she's a former MMA fighter, and her skills could be bar none. If she learned, she combines the lucha style with her MMA style, I think she's going to be an unbeatable lady in NXT. She's still got that contract she has yet to cash in. We'll see what happens if she's going to do it at Vengeance Day or what. I don't know. This is like I said. The women's division on SmackDown is just kicked up a notch with the signing of Elektra Lopez, Tiffany Stratton from NXT, Naomi making a return. That's going to be huge. You'll see, because Zelina Vega and Elektra Lopez are going to feud up, and that's going to be that's going to be a big deal. Speaking of the LWO Legado del Fantasma, we have a fatal four-way match, a qualifying matchup. I think it will be like a number 2 qualifying matches to find out who the number 1 contenders are to face the Judgment Day for the tag team titles. Pretty deadly. That is Kit Wilson and Elton Prince. Yes, boy! Teaming up against the British Strong Style team of Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. Not Butch. Pete Dunne. And then the LWO, that's with Zelina Vega in their corner. That's Joaquin Wild and Cruz del Toro. And then Legado del Fantasma with Elektra Lopez in their corner. That would be Angel Garza and Roberto Carrillo. Heck of a matchup. And then Zelina Vega and Elektra Lopez, they were going to get involved. They were going to get into it. But in the end, though, Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne took advantage of the situation, ends up winning the matchup. Will they challenge? I'd like to see them challenge the Judgment Day for the tag team titles. Do you? Would you? I mean, that'd be a heck of a deal. So, Asuka, Kairi Sane, and Io Sky, speaking a little Japanese, and we're talking about Bayley's decision. But then Io said, tonight, Bayley is done. But they did not know that Bayley was listening in on the conversation. A little bit more on that situation. So, Bayley does make a decision. And then Bayley talked about how she wanted to, how Damage Control was going to take over and go to the top and all that. But sometimes she said when you had friends, but they talk behind your back, but you want to prove them wrong. And then she confronts the Kabuki Warriors and Io Sky. And then she confronts Io. She says, after a while, I've done all for you. Now you're going to do this. Ever since they came in, you decided to stab me in the back. And Bayley understood some Japanese. And you know what happened? The Kabuki Warriors did attack Bayley, laid out. And while Bayley was getting laid out and Io was like directing traffic, Bayley snuck over, grabbed a lead pipe. I was like, uh-oh. These ladies don't know what's up. And it seems like and then Bayley fought back with a lead pipe, and then she attacked the Kabuki Warriors, and then she was about to hit Io, and she didn't want to hit Io, and Io's holding the belt up and everything else, and then they retreated, and then Bayley says, Io, I'll see you at WrestleMania. So the first matchup for WrestleMania locked up. It is Io Sky defending her WWE Women's Championship against Bayley. Damage Control. Bayley's out of Damage Control. Dakota Kai has no idea what the heck is going on, but Dakota Kai's been known to betray. She betrayed Tegan Nox. She betrayed Raquel Rodriguez. Do you think Bayley knows what's going on? Bayley's been betrayed. She's been betrayed by Charlotte Flair in NXT and Becky Lynch in NXT. So she knew this was coming. She knew, and so, but Bayley's one and only best friend, I believe. Sasha Banks is not coming back to the WWE. She probably heard all the scandals going on with Vince and said, "Nope, I'll go to AEW." That could be the case. AEW could be the place for Mercedes Moné. But remember, Bayley can count on Naomi because Naomi's been they're both supporting Naomi as well. So if Bayley needs some backup, Naomi's back. So we'll see what happens there in that situation. But then the six-man tag, Bobby Lashley and Street Profits versus the Final Testament. That'll be the team of Karrion Kross and the returning authors of Pain. Akam and Razor with Paul Ellering in their corner, while Karrion Kross has got the lovely Scarlett in his. And as both teams were brawling, Scarlett, I think it was no disqualification match or something like that. I don't know, because Scarlett, and the bell didn't ring. So Scarlett got involved while Bobby Lashley went to go get at Karrion Kross. But then as Scarlett was attacking Lashley, a red-haired woman came in and attacked Scarlett, who was none other than B-Fab. Seems like B-Fab's now joined forces with the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley and the Final Testament. So I would not be surprised if this brawl became an 8-person tag at WrestleMania. That will be a huge deal, in my opinion. So let's see what happens then. Then, it looks like Nick Aldis is going to stop at nothing to sign some of the newest talent and make SmackDown a great talent. He offered Braun Breaker a contract. And then Adam Pearce interrupts them. And then Jade Cargill both interrupts Aldis and Adam Pearce. I'll tell you one thing. Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce, I think you know what's going to happen at WrestleMania 40. There will be a Team Raw versus SmackDown type matchup. I've got a hunch that's what it's leading to right now. The rivalry between Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce. It will be like a bragging rights type matchup. And believe me, I would not be surprised it will be a 10-man tag or a mixed 10-person tag for Raw and SmackDown. This might be a huge deal before it's done. So I got to give props to the WWE for that storyline. Then the final matchup for SmackDown for the night, Michin took on the debuting Tiffany Stratton, and Tiffany Stratton ended up winning that matchup. Excuse me, I just ate not too long ago. And Tiffany Stratton, I'll tell you one thing, say what you want about Tiffany, this is going to be interesting. But too bad that I think with Charlotte Flair injured, they had to sign some of the ladies, and Tiffany Stratton could be the modern day Charlotte Flair. And I think when Charlotte Flair comes back, either she's going to take Tiffany Stratton under her wing or feud with Tiffany Stratton. That's what I probably would love to see. We'll see if that happens. Right now, Charlotte Flair will probably be out until September, October. But Charlotte Flair's been rehabbing that knee of hers quickly. So that's a huge deal. So then the Bloodline comes out. Now here's where I want to break things down here. Just a moment. The Bloodline arrives as Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce await them. And then Roman Reigns addresses the Birmingham crowd. Cody Rhodes interrupts Roman Reigns. Now here's where it gets interesting. He said, I had to counsel a lot of people. I had to counsel a lot of people, he said. And he said, But he said that I'll be coming for you, but not WrestleMania. I was like, what? What? Why is he doing this? He said, but there's someone else that wants to deal with you. And perhaps you know this gentleman very, very well. Roman Reigns is like, what are you talking about? Now, Roman Reigns, I think, you know, a little bit more on that. Then, The Rock. The Rock came out. Which, I know, but now, because a lot of things are happening, The Rock came out. And a lot of people. So when the Rock came out, gave Cody a hug, walked away, and then the two just stood off. Now, a lot of you good folks out there, I know you want to see Cody Rhodes finish his story. There's a lot of respect. Now, yes, I am wearing the Rock shirt. I've been a fan of the Rock since the Attitude Era, since his debut in '96. I've always had a lot of respect for the Rock and all that. And I thought but I don't think that this matchup between the Rock and Roman Reigns will be a title match. This should not be a title match, and I will tell you why. This is a personal thing. I personally believe that this thing between the Rock and Roman Reigns is personal. All right, it's personal. It's beyond the Universal title to be. This goes down. In fact, they're basically family, so this is a personal thing. Plus, with The Rock now being part of the board of directors of TKO, I don't think The Rock should be allowed to wear any championship at this time, as long as he's been, because it would be a conflict of interest if it does. But however, I'm going to go to Reddit for just a second here, because somebody said something. Because a lot of people are not very happy about, let's see if I can find, see if I can find, saved. Okay, let's go. I'm going to go to my profile because I did upvote something. No. I did upvote. Oh, wait. Popular. Home. Let's see. Shoot. Let's see if I can. Yeah. Communities. Inbox. Okay, my profile. Alright, I'm going to my profile. Okay, okay. Man, this sucks. How did I, give me a second here, folks. I'm trying to do... Somebody wrote something, and this could be a great idea. This could be a good idea. Let's see. Upvotes. Upvoted. Yeah. Shoot. Okay, give me a second here. Contributor program. Okay, nope, I don't want that. Let me see. Saved. Let's see. Okay, give me a second here. Jeebus. How do I go? Give me a second here, folks. I'm very sorry about this. This kind of sucks. It's like I can't, with Reddit on my phone, I'm trying to do that, and you know. All right. Roads and finishing the story. All right. I'm going to. Okay, it's from Reddit. RWEREDDIT from Reddit, and from Incredible Mad Isusho. Let's break down. Now, Cody says he took counsel from a lot of people. Cody says he was cheated by Roman. He stated that the WWE Universal title is the one with the lineage from Bruno. With it being the one that was taken from his father, he still wants that title. Then he asked, what is finishing the story? He says Roman claimed everything in the WWE was his. Therefore, finishing the story means not just taking the championship from Roman, but taking everything from you. Cody reiterates that he wants the WWE title, but he's moving his own goalposts, and he wants everything to come, and he's coming for it in Roman, but not at WrestleMania. He took counsel people, including from The Rock. In his segment bill, as Cody making a decision, he does not choose Seth or the World Heavyweight Championship. His only choice was wanting to fight Roman, not just at WrestleMania. If you remove the preconceived notions on what the match should be and where it should be held, the indication to me that is Cody wants the WWE title and will be willing to challenge Roman on another event other than Mania. There is precedent for past Royal Rumble winners doing this, as Cena opted to fight for the WWE title earlier than WrestleMania after he won the Rumble in 2008. In addition, I will add, this is what the guy was, he posted, that previous iterations of finishing the story was about Cody winning the WWE title that was taken from his father. Since Dusty is no longer alive, Cody can't put it in his hands as he's always dreamed. He could put it in the hands of the American Nightmare. Now, Cody's claiming that finishing the story is taking everything from Roman. Aside from the WWE title, what else can Cody take from Roman? The Rock is the only person that can take away the bloodline. If Cody bets right, he could be Roman for the WWE Championship and destroy the bloodline. Well, that, that is something that that situation in itself, and somebody suggested that night The Rock should fight Roman Reigns. I agree. Night 2, Cody can fight Roman Reigns. I agree with those notions. So, and if anybody wants a link to that, what I just read, let me know in the comments. So, a lot of people are not very happy with The Rock taking Cody's spot in WrestleMania and letting him finish the story. I like this idea of having The Rock versus Roman Reigns should not be a title match. And I will tell you, like I said, again, I reiterated why. Because The Rock, because The Rock is now part of the board of directors of TKO. And I think it will be a conflict of interest if The Rock becomes a champion while being on the board. I don't know if TKO or Endeavor will allow that. But like I said, it should be a non-title match. And then, it could be at his weakest, but then you got to factor in Damian Priest for Money in the Bank. Where's he going to fit in the situation? Now, it was supposed to be Punk versus Rollins and Cody versus Roman until Punk got hurt. Once CM Punk got hurt and not able to make it WrestleMania, this was the alternative plan. So, unfortunately, that's where it stands right now. Rock versus Roman Reigns, but I think this is a personal thing between The Rock and Roman Reigns. I don't think that the title will be on the line at that point. That way, I think The Rock, if he takes the bloodline away and shames Roman Reigns in a non-title matchup, Cody can strike while the iron's hot and said, I'm taking advantage of the situation, I'm challenging Roman, and I'm going to beat him for the title. Now, what if the fans in Australia want Roman Reigns in the Elimination Chamber? Will Cody Rhodes capitalize on that and said, hey, I'll fight Roman Reigns for the title at the Elimination Chamber Premium Live event in Australia? Who knows? So Cody did not choose Rollins for the World Heavyweight title. Nor he says I'm coming for you. He's chosen Reigns, but he says not for WrestleMania. Which is a kind of baffling storyline to say the least. But like I said, where The Rock fits in all this, I mean, The Rock is a personal thing between him and Roman Reigns. I think. Now, Whether or not Rock is going, whether or not the title will be on the line at that point, I don't think it should be with The Rock. Rock's basically done everything in the WWE, to my personal opinion. So he doesn't need the title to prove himself. I think The Rock wants to basically teach Roman Reigns a bit of a lesson. So that's my personal opinion on that. I'm not, this is my opinion. I'm not going to pass judgment on that, but I do feel bad that Cody Rhodes wants to finish the story. Like I said, some things happen, situations change. So we'll see what go. I'm hoping Cody Rhodes does finish the story somehow, and I'm sure The Rock has got a lot of respect for Dusty Rhodes. So there's that. NXT Level Up tag action. Hank Walker and Tank Ledger took on the team of Tyson DuPont and Tyreek Igwe, and Hank and Tank won that matchup. Sarah Schreiber interviewed Brooks Jensen. Brooks Jensen talked about his time as being part of Country Grit with Josh Briggs and Fallon Henley. He says he's going to try to find himself in singles competition. Newcomer Carly Bright took on the veteran Blair Davenport. Blair Davenport did defeat Miss Bright. And then Brooks Jensen took on Dante Chen, with Jensen winning the matchup. And tomorrow, it's Vengeance Day. So, and one more situation. According to Dave Meltzer, whatever, that dude's an idiot. He's implicating that Triple H may have some knowledge of what was going on with Vince McMahon. But a lot of people are not very happy with that decision either. Now, okay, so hypothetically speaking, so let's just say that Triple H knows of it, and Endeavor and TKO decide to remove Triple H. Okay, it's hypothetically speaking. I'm hoping they don't. I hope that's not the case. Who's going to take over the creative team? So the creative team. I like to see The Rock take over the creative team, and here's why. He learned how to cut promos, and you know what? Him helping out, and he's a Hollywood actor as well. So all that experience that The Rock has, he can impart that wisdom into to the current superstars and help them out and probably make them better than they are before. Could take them, take their volumes all the way up, man. And so, but like I said, Triple H has done a great job. I'm hoping that I hope it's just nothing but Dave Meltzer running his mouth and hating on the WWE as usual. So we'll see what happens in that situation. So that's all the time we have on the show, episode 1185 of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. SmackDown NXT Level Up Event Center. Coming up next, AEW Rampage. So until next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, do it for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with a Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.